now being chased down by a Blade Master with boots, and Beastmaster very low, and Quillbeast now in trying to kill towers. And Beastmaster actually might get away. I'm not sure how he did that. Moon hiding his Demon Hunter, maybe? No, just running it there by accident. Getting a nice Cyclone off to keep the Blade Master away so that his Beastmaster would take less damage, and I don't think it would have been a life or death thing, but certainly nice. The first Demolisher out for focus as well, so I think he is going to go for a slow push of just sort of constantly building towers, reinforcing his defenses, sort of creeping up on Moon, and Moon never really giving Moon a chance to get a full out attack. And this Demolisher is coming in, but will probably run back as soon as he's engaged, just doing a bit of damage to Moon Walls. Obviously they do so much damage even at 0/0 upgrades, and Moon just creeping out here a bit. Beastmaster level 2, let's take a look. Demon Hunter level 3, just level 3, and Tinker almost level 2. And meanwhile, it's Tinker 1, Naga 1, Blade Master 3. And I think Focus is going to have to run this Demolisher back right now. It might even be too late because he's been Fairy Fired, and obviously the magic damage from the dots is just so effective against him. And yeah, he does get one last hit, but the Beastmaster is really low now, and the Beastmaster does have the staff, so he won't be able to be staffed away unless Moon buys another staff, which he does often do. But Moon being careless there, almost running the Beastmaster back into the battle. Cyclone being used very well to protect Moon's heroes, and putting down a Pocket Factory as well. And I'm surprised, actually no, I guess he can't put them much closer, but the Pocket Factory next to the or as close to the towers as possible will be nice, because it'll just do slow damage over time. And lots of really low health heroes for Moon at this point. He should really be healing them up. Oh, maybe he's out of Moon Juice. Yeah, it's just turned night again, so he's out of Moon Juice. And Moon now heading, I'm not sure, he might try and creep this camp, but it seems like it's, actually I guess he can do it. It's really tough though, and he has this one low dot. He'll have to be careful of Shockwave. Meanwhile, let's just take a quick look at Focus. He has no tier 2 buildings obviously, and no tier 2 units as a result, apart from Demolishers, but they come from a barracks. And really like lots of half hit point units. Meanwhile, Moon is successfully creeping this camp here, really. A sort of quite lucky Shockwave it didn't hit that many units. And Warsong Battle Drums, and that's going to be very nice for him. And then as well, the healings could be very nice as well, I imagine. Yeah, there we go. And a very intense game at this point. Moon now having his altar sort of taken down just by a couple of heroes, but you can just staff back your Demon Hunter and get some mana burns off, and immediately it becomes a bad idea to keep it there. And Moon immediately taking down this Pocket Factory. If you can do that, that's generally the right thing to do in this type of situation. But the Demolisher just at range, taking out this altar or Moonwell. I didn't actually see which. Probably the Moonwell, but Focus putting down more Watchtowers and a Bestiary as well. But Moon does have a surround on this Tinker, and the Tinker will go down, and the Blade Master is still in the air. It's a very nice control there by Moon. I think lots of people, when they see this as an elf, they sort of freak out a bit, and they don't really know what to do. But Moon's obviously played very calm and collected, and the Blade Master's now been surrounded as well. And Blade Master does have a greater healing potion, and will use it because he can just focus down those dots with the Demolishers, and a nice staff back of the Tinker there by Moon, and two really low hit point heroes for Focus, but he can just run them into the range of his towers, and there's not much Moon can do about it. And it's really hard to surround with dots against Demolishers, because you have to hold them in one place, and the Demolishers can just beat down on the dots and really take them out quite quickly. And Moon really using his shop extensively. He's using 3 Clarities at the moment, and his bought in Moonstone as well, despite it already being night, and I guess I'll be using that later. And meanwhile, Moon's putting down an expansion near this gold mine. That's very nice for him. And Focus is putting down an expansion as well. His is actually going to go up earlier because he used Tiny Great Hall, and putting up a tower as well for a defense. And I think actually his tower placement isn't brilliant at the moment. I think he could use a couple more here, because Moon can just come in with Pocket Factories and take those down. And meanwhile, Moon going in to buy either Heal Scroll or Invuln Pot. Maybe an Invuln Pot actually would be quite nice at this point. But Moon or Focus sort of harassing with Demolishers, but that's the speed scroll to get them out in time. and bringing in more, actually lots more peons as well. I guess he's gonna be harassing, and Moon does now scout this expansion. Focus hasn't scouted his, and actually probably won't for a while. Although he will have seen the Warsong battle drum, so we'll know that Moon's creeped that location, and Moon does have a tendency to expand just sort of willy-nilly. And meanwhile, the Demon Hunter's taking a bit of damage here. Move back to the Moonwells, but can't just survive on that. He'll need to sort of move to within his building range. That's what he does do. And so Focus moves back, and suddenly Cyclone being used on all the heroes, and one Demolisher goes down, another one runs back, and Focus putting down more towers. You can see he's just sort of gradually creeping forward on Moon, and the Burning Oil upgrade used as well for Focus, so he's going to be doing lots of AoE damage with his Demolishers as well, and Focus really surviving just on Tri-Hero and a couple towers and some long-range siege units, so that's very nice for him now. He does have this bestiary up, and a couple raiders would be quite nice, but he hasn't built any yet. I don't think he's researched Snare either. And Pocket Factory going down now, and that's going to be very useful just for sort of gradual damage. And the Demolisher goes down, and Tinker very low, and it does Focus does get a nice block by with his Naga, and so that will survive for a bit. And Tinker just at sort of 16 health, managing to salve up, and Clarity up now. And Moon now moving in either to Focus's base or to creep this. Creep this would be quite good, yeah, that's what he's doing. And that will get him Tinker level 3, and we won't get a Beastmaster 4. Moon's expansion probably is up, yeah, it is up. And he's building more wisps than he needs. Maybe he's going to put some on lumber there as well. First Bat actually coming out for Focus. This is going to give him good scouting and good siege damage, and if he scouts that expansion, that'll be quite good. And you can get the what's it called, liquid fire upgrade for the bats as well, because he's tier 3, and that's going to stop Moon from him repairing the repairing his tree of life. And Tinker's surrounding goes down, and meanwhile 2 more cyclones on both the heroes, but the Pocket Factory goes down. That's going to get Naga level 2, and I think I'm surprised Moon hasn't built a Hunter Saw actually, because he might when he sees these bats, and he is getting liquid fire as well. I'm not sure what happened to that bat. Moon actually putting down another expansion as well at the this location here, and this bat has actually now scouted the expansion, went straight there, and once he gets liquid fire, Moon's going to be unable to heal it, so he'll probably want to put up some ancient protectors, but he doesn't even have a Hunter Saw yet, so I think it'll be a while before he can actually do anything about these bats, because the bats can just keep on hitting and running. He does have, obviously, Ancient of Winds, but he doesn't want to be building too many Hippogriffs until he has armor upgrades, because the Hippogriffs can just be taken out by the Bat Riders, and although that's just sort of, both of you lose one unit, you don't get the experience. Focus will get the experience, so I'm not sure what Moon's going to do if he doesn't put up a Hunter Saw. Maybe more archers, but even then, like, archers against towers is bad. So this expansion now about halfway done, and Moon's actually getting sort of a bit of surround on the on Focus in terms of just sort of a global base area. Focus putting up a second bestiary as well, and continuing to just do a bit of damage to the Tree of Life, but one Wisp is repairing it. And meanwhile, Moon with one orb and a staff, no, 2 staffs, no, 3, he has a staff on each hero now. That's very nice for him. Obviously, when you're mining enough gold and you want to stay below 50, you can just pimp out your heroes a bit, and 3 staffs are just going to be so powerful. I imagine we're going to continue to see staffing. So this is a Hunter Saw? Yeah, Hunter Saw finally going up for Moon now. And this is going to allow them build Ancient Protectors. I don't think he'll go for Dryads, and I think Bears wouldn't be that useful at this point. And Moon now unable to repair his Tree of Life. Actually, he can now, because the Bat Rider's a bit gone a bit further away. And Moon taking a bit of damage to these towers, just sort of moving in to scout a bit. And I think Focus is really weak on this side. He should really put up some more towers here. I'm surprised that he hasn't, because Moon can just keep on Moon can just move on here and take out some peons for free kills basically. And more bats, yeah, just bats from Focus at this point. So it's a nice innovation from him. And Moon, meanwhile, is doing some sort of fairly aggressive creeping, because this center area is really Focus's ground. and Focus is meanwhile busy with some other creeping, and Moon actually has scouted this, and Focus putting out another expansion. Meanwhile, Moon just going to creep this camp out, and picking up a Roar Scroll, not that great. But Moon actually does have a Wisp here. It'd be very Moon to put up expansion here, and he does actually. It's very bold from him, and he has another expansion here. Yeah, there's another expansion moving in here, and I'm surprised about this. I mean, it's Moon, so you can't be too surprised. But this is such an aggressive expansion that surely Focus is going to scout it soon. And meanwhile, Focus moving in with 3 Demolishers, and taking out one Moonwell in a second. Yeah, there it goes. And the altar, he ignores him. I imagine Moon's going to move in. He does have one Hippogriff, probably for scouting, but if a bat finds him, that's going to be bad. And Moon finishes creeping and immediately CB's in, and actually Cyclone's a peon. That's a bit surprising. Seems like a bit of a waste of a Cyclone, but maybe if he has full mana on his dots or something. And this one Ancient of War will go down 4 Demolishers now, and